Yeah, just finding out this morning that we probably need to hold out again today. It really is a day-to-day thing, and I think for us, making sure that we're prioritizing her long-term health and wellness. It's anybody who's had some of these types of injuries understand that sometimes it's a process. She's a quick healer, and she's been doing everything that she can to get back on the floor. So we just want to make sure that we're hypersensitive to the big picture.
Was it just how she felt this morning, or did she do some sort of a trial go this morning? Because,
I'm sure she did some stuff with our athletic training staff. I defer to them when it comes to medically related questions, and then I do as I'm told.
What's the confidence level? What's the confidence level after a little bit of a mini break that's coming up that probably be enough time for?
Again, I kind of stay in my lane. I allow our medical staff to make those decisions. The most important thing to me is that she's healthy and ready to go so that we don't have any setbacks. So when they tell me that that's the case, then we'll get her out there.
What are you looking at today to organize the team from the point guard position? Will it be McDonald? Will you put Mitchell there? How will you structure that?
We'll start Ari today. We'll start her and bring Sid off the bench a little bit. I don't want to take Kelsey out of what she naturally does instinctually on the wing and overload her from a point guard perspective. So with having Ari and having Sid, they'll give us a couple different looks right there. I think the biggest thing for us is our attention to detail in our screening. We've got to be great screeners. We got to make sure we slow down and use our screen and our spacing. We've had some games where our spacing has been poor, and that has not allowed Kelsey to get downhill, and it hasn't allowed space for Leah to get going either. So I think that the two most important things for us right now offensively is attention to detail and screening and spacing.
For Ari, that starting assignment, is that a reflection of how she played last night? Is it something about this matchup that you think fits her better?
No, I think just, we're looking to get better starts. We've started slow. She brings a different dynamic in having her ability to get downhill and to create some more offense for us from that standpoint. And the energy that she brings on the defensive end of the floor. She sets the tone because she's a dog on the defensive end. And so we're just looking to get a little bit of a different start.
I know you could never make in a billion years a health decision based on what I'm about to ask, but I just wonder, how much pressure does the organization feel, or do you feel, or even does Caitlin feel for these games that get moved to NBA arenas? Kind of obviously with her being the gate attraction that she is, to when these games get moved, how much do you kind of feel the pressure that that's what people are here for?
I don't feel any pressure. I'm sorry for the people who are coming. I think I feel a disappointment for them more than anything because you want them to see her at her best and us at our best. I hate that for fans, but at the same time, again for us as a team, and for Caitlin as a person and player, her health and wellness is the priority.
Is there anything particular you're hoping to see in a back-to-back situation like this from the team, just how they respond and turn around in such a short period?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is execution on both ends of the floor. We've got to be able to put together 40 minutes of great execution. It's a back-to-back situation, but at the same time, we've got some quality depth. We've got to be able to use that depth. We've got to be able to mentally overcome, some of the circumstances. It's not an ideal back-to-back after coming back from the West Coast. Certainly we understand that. But every team has to go through this. It's a part of this league. It's a part of this game. It's a part of professional sports. And so for me, every day is about an opportunity to grow in terms of our consistency. Offensively execution, defensive execution, playing with multiple levels of effort, making sure we connect things on both ends of the floor, and today's no different.